Fellow citizens of the former West Cameroon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In 1961, when our grandparents brought us into a union with East Cameroon to form the Federal Republic of Cameroon, it heralded a new departure in our history as a people. Over time, a dream that was built on trust and the hope that our people would peacefully coexist with our brothers east of the River Mongo was soon truncated by political manipulations and greed. The agreements that sought to protect us and our cultural specificity were systematically wiped out using grandiose phrases like national unity or national integration. Using a very diabolic system of patronage, our political and social values were dismantled with the complicity of our political elites. Our economic and social structures were plundered and our manner of thinking changed. Our people were taught to admire corruption and greed. Our elected officials no longer served us, but the party to which they belong. Our educational system, which for long had been tested and proven, came under attack. Attempts were repeatedly made to harmonize it, thereby wiping out the last vestiges of what was still left out of our heritage. Using divide and rule, the government fanned hatred among us, and this blinded us to the gradual destruction of our system. Our natural resources were carted away, while our people languished in poverty, lack, or even deprivation. For more than 50 years, major parts of our once prosperous and urbanized territory were cut off from each other, while cabinet ministers competed to loot our wealth. Even structures that could stimulate our economy or make our lives better was hurriedly dismantled. PowerCam, Cameroon Bank, the Produce Marketing Board, just to name a few. Today, the Cameroon Development Corporation, which is the highest employer after the state, is on the verge of complete privatization and eventual destruction like the others. Sonora, which was built to process the black gold God blessed us with, has never served the interests of our people. We are not fit to run the company or get white-collar jobs there. In fact, it is nearly impossible for our children to even do internships over there. Even Jan Division, which has made this country economically viable, does not have roads. Its hospitals are among the worst in the country. Yet, we are expected to thank government and send motions of support to them for keeping us in bondage. Even the deep sea port in Limbe, which was envisaged 50 years ago, remains a pipe dream. My fellow citizens, it has become important to talk to you at this end of year about these challenges because it has been deliberate government policy to cause us suffering and the hardship that has disseminated our population. From the very outset, this government has despised, blatantly disregarded us, and even used derogatory names like les Biafrais, les ennemis dans la maison to qualify us. We are treated like conquered territory, with police and gendarmes always marching around us, arresting, raping, torturing, or killing us every time we dare to speak out. We were not wrong to feel that Cameroon is our country too, but the government tried its best to make us feel like strangers here. Peaceful as we are, we enjoy freedom of speech, but government wants us to be hypocrites who say what they don't mean or believe. When teachers and lawyers started writing to government more than a year ago to complain that our educational and judicial system were being francophonized, they thought that we did not have any cause to complain. Yet, we are all aware that the inundation of common law courts with civil law magistrates not only excludes us from the judiciary, but waters down the quality of the trade when one looks at the intricacies involved. Even in our hospitals, patients find it difficult to communicate with French-speaking doctors and nurses, with obvious consequences on medical care. When we complained that corruption had eaten into the fabric of higher education and that our kids were unjust victims, they still did not take us seriously. They asked us for proof, just like the one that sent a whole cabinet of ministers in jail. Yet, everyone knows that admissions into medical schools and teacher training colleges, ENS and NSED, are run by powerful rackets. Since our parents cannot afford the huge sums, students who perform outstandingly at the GCA levels watch in shock how mediocre, even those from converted schools, are marginalized. Our children has created a deficit in teachers to the extent that our Francophone brothers have to teach subjects they don't master in a language they cannot speak. We think it's unethical, a grave injustice to us and our children. In fact, it's morally wrong. The list of hurtful experiences abounds, but we are a peace-loving people who think that a return to the two-state federation, as it was in 1961, will restore the dignity of our people. Although government ministers have tried to install us to equate federalism to secession, we believe that such deliberate ignorance from eminent political scientists and educated men is a result of guilt for the ill treatment that they have meted out to us for half a century. It has not and will not deter us. In a federal system, there shall be competition and growth, and it shall be faster. It shall be faster. There shall inevitably be a revenue allocation formula whereby each state will have to show how they spend their money. In the federal system that our parents experienced 50 years ago, government shall be closer to the people, and leadership shall be more accountable to the people. As we begin the year 2017, we expect the head of state, His Excellency President Paul Biya, to stand up before God, man, and history, and repair the inflictions that the dismantling of the two-state federation has brought on the citizens of former West Cameroon. Parents, teachers, lawyers, the business community, and the civil society in general are for a strong resolve and demand guarantees and safeguards that will put an end to abuse, marginalization, or second-class treatment we have experienced so far. We believe that our children have no future in this country where they cannot have jobs even in our own hometowns, so long as they are people who speak French. We look forward to a bright future where pain, anguish, regret will no longer be part of our lives. We seize this opportunity to thank the lawyers, the teachers, the business community, the civil societies, and those in the diaspora, the parents, who have made enormous sacrifices, who have contributed immensely towards the fight, towards the struggle for us as a people. On behalf of the consortium, I pray that the year that is about to start will mark a change in our lives as a people. God bless us. Thank you for watching.